Hello, welcome back to Emmy's Diary. It's been a moment. Thank you so much for coming back. Are you new to my channel? Please kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notifications when I post new videos. Okay guys, today we'll be making this very delicious moi moi together. Okay, and what I'm doing right now is just trying to prepare the beans that I'll be using to prepare the moi moi. Okay, I love to prepare my moi moi with this black-eyed beans. Okay, generally known as the white beans. Okay, so this is just me trying to really wash the beans properly to take off the skin of the beans. And this is just basically how I wash my beans. It doesn't take me 10 to 15 minutes to make it take off all the skin and make it this clean. Okay, so I'm just trying to put it into the bowl that I'll be using to make my moi moi. So as I'm taking it out from the bowl with the water, when I see any skin that is not needed, I also try to remove it. As you can see right here, my beans is very well washed. Not even a single skin that you can find here. I've really picked and washed this bean very well. Okay, so these are the ingredients that I'll be using to make my moi moi. In my bin there, I've put in my crayfish. Crayfish is a very important ingredient in the preparation of moi moi. It makes your moi moi really tasty, and also your onions. And I have there my Scotch bonnet, that's my atarugu, that's osendu. Now I'm introducing my bell pepper for color. Okay, so the major ingredients that gives your moi moi taste is your crayfish and your onion. You really need a lot of onion to achieve a perfect result. At this point, my beans is ready for blending, so I went ahead, okay, to cut my foil paper that I'll be using in cooking my moi moi. Okay, so I'm just cutting it at this size. This size was okay for me. You could make yours bigger, depending on the quantity of the moi moi that you want to add into the foil. Okay, so this was okay for me. So after cutting it to this size, I went ahead to fold it into two, like into half equal parts. That's two equal parts, okay, like I'm doing in this video. Okay, after folding it into two equal parts, I also went ahead to share it. That's cut it separately. Okay, so it is each of these equal parts that I'll be using, okay, to make the casing that my moi moi will go into. Okay, so this was just how I folded the foil. This is just the easy way to fold your foil, to prevent the moi moi from leaking. Your moi moi is going to be in form of is quite kind of a little bit watery. So if you don't case it very well, as in fold it very well, it's going to leak. So this right here is the space where I'm going to put in my moi moi, after which I will cover it. If you continue to watch this video, you will see exactly what I did to achieve this result. So I have blended my bean, okay, with other ingredients in it. So it is now time for me to mix my ingredients. So what I'm adding first is my warm water. I add my warm water because my bean was the blended bean was quite thick. So the warm water just makes the mixture lighter and also helps the texture of your moi moi. Okay, so that was what I did. And after adding that, I also added water into my seasoning cube, just so that it is well dissolved and the cubes are not found in different parts of the moi moi. And then I really stirred properly. And after stirring for some time, I added my vegetable oil. Okay, this helps also in the texture of your moi moi. So always endeavor to add your vegetable oil. After that, the next ingredient that I added was my salt to taste. Okay, and that quantity was quite enough for me. So this here is the ingredient that I added. This is the first time that I'm using coriander to make moi moi, and I must tell you it was really nice. Okay, so if you want to try it, please do. If you don't want to use coriander, you could also use your nutmeg. I didn't have any nutmeg at home, so I decided to give coriander a try, and it was really amazing. Okay, and everyone that had this moi 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 enjoyed it, including myself. So please guys, try to add coriander in your next moi moi recipe and tell me what you think about it. So now this is just me putting my moi moi. It's already very ready for it to get cooked, so I'm putting it into the plastic that I'll be using to prepare it. Remember, I'm using plastic, and I'm also using foil paper. Okay, so in the mixture, I added my already boiled egg and my oporo, that's my dried shrimp. Okay, like I just did right now. Okay, so this was really yummy. The oporo, that's the dried shrimp, also helped, you know, in the taste of the moi moi. It was really nice. So the next thing that I'll be doing, guys, is my pot that I'll be using. I put in some plastic, that's the cover of some of my plastic takeaway plates. You know, this helps to prevent the moi moi plates as in from burning firstly, and also helps it to really cook well. I realized that if I just put in the moi moi plate down like that without those bees over there, they don't that's the bottom, the moi moi on the down part does not really cook as well as others do, you know. So after I started putting this, I realized that they started cooking really well, as in uniformly everything gets cooked at the same time. Okay, so it is very important for you to put a base before you put in your moi moi, both in foil or in the plate. So right now I'm also starting to prepare the ones for the foil. So as you can see in this video, this was how I put in my moi moi. That's my paste. I made sure that it wasn't too much so that it doesn't pour away. So guys, minimize the quantity that you put into your foil. Okay, after which I also put in my egg and my dried shrimp. Okay, and I folded it like so. As you can see, there is no leakage of any kind. Okay, so I repeated the same process until I exhausted my mixture. Okay, so the next thing I did was introduce my foil paper moi moi into the already boiling plastic ones. Okay, so I put it into the the pot really carefully. You have to do so with care, you know. You cannot be 100% sure of these foil papers, so you really have to handle with care. So I allowed my moi moi to boil for like 35 minutes, and this is the outcome. As you can see, my moi moi is already ready for consumption. Can you see how the ones in the foil look? And even the ones here, the texture was amazing. Everything was together. It wasn't rough. It was really you know, together. It was really nice, and this is the outcome of my moi moi. And this was really hot when I turned it over, and you can still see that it didn't scatter. It still looks amazing. Okay, so this is also how the ones in the foil paper looked. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please try my recipe and let me know what you think about it. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, share my channel with your family and friends. Thank you so much.